Let's see. Tongue. I can't find it. Oh, speaking. No.
Speaking that terrorist. Blah, 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 blah. I heard it.
I can't find it. Now, he's the one he's the Guitar Hero something guy. That's the lady on that show, but he's the one that's much more like.
Okay, that wasn't. For some reason, I was thinking that was Pat Robertson.
No, that guy's the farting preacher, and I can't think of his name. Chat room, you know who the farting preacher is? Who's that guy? Farting.
Robert Tilton is what people are saying.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it, Robert Tilton. He's the one that got choo-choo-choo, that guy? Yeah. That's
okay. I can't tell them all apart. Could we put them all in one big Thunderdome style 8 men of God enter, 1 man of God leaves. Throw Third Eagle in there as well, and
man of God, men of nothing, men of ripping people off, making old
men of
people,
the collection plate.
Yeah, making old people go, oh no, I better buy this pancake mix.
Our Lord of the Eternal Collection Plate.
Kills me. All right, doctors removed a giant eel inserted into a drunk man's butt. Now, here's the important part of this story, if you haven't already gotten it.
I thought the headline was the important part.
The thing I said at the top of the show where I said, doctors remove a huge eel from a bum, was it two meanings. Because
look at that. It's like bum a butt.
Yeah.
And bum the homeless person.
Right. Except, it's not nice to say bum.
Oh, no, he wasn't a homeless person. He was just drunk.
He was a drunk man. Yeah, and that's who you might go, get out of here, you bum. Like that.
Yeah, you're actually, You lousy drunk bum.
Yeah, get out of here.
It's closing time.
Yeah, see?
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, you bum.
Exactly. It's closing time.
Take this eel.
Yeah. Doctors removed a giant eel out of his poo hole there.
Right.
Doctors in China, it's always in China these things are happening, recently removed a giant eel that was inserted into a man's anus. The man in his 40s arrived in Nanchang University Hospital in eastern China, drunk and too embarrassed to explain why the sea creature was all up inside there. The eel slithered its way into the man's abdomen, causing a serious obstruction. You think?
It's like watching a moving truck get into a cul-de-sac where they can't back out.
Yeah, this is a bad deal. Surgeons successfully removed the slithery serpent, and the man who refused to be identified is now recuperating in the hospital. Congratulations to that.
Right.
Also, speaking of weird things that are in the water, this thing is I found this article. It just is kind of weird. There's this fish. It's a fish. Is so old that it's been around since the Nixon administration.
Wow.
Yeah.
Back in my day, we had a fish.
Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources biologists say a lake trout caught this month near the Apostle Islands of Lake Superior is the oldest they've found in recent history. Fish was snagged on November 2nd in the Gull Island Refuge as part of the agency's Fall Lake Trout Assessment. The FLTA. They have it every year.
One of the great. I'm so glad that they are still getting funding.
Yep. This is according to Brad Ray, senior fisheries biologist on Lake Superior. This is the 8th time they've tagged the fish in 4 decades. So this is the same fish. They've tagged it 4 times. It's been out at large for 36 years. When we originally tagged it at the time, it was 10 to 12, or when it was 10 or 12, it could have been much older than that. That makes the fish at least 46 to 48 years old and could be over the age of 50. It's entirely possible that if this fish is 46 to 48, this fish could be as old as you and I.
That's right. It's exactly, yes. I mean, it's if it's between the ages of 46 and 48, then it is as old as us.
Yep. This is my favorite part. Ray said to double the number to get an idea of how it would be in human years. So this would be like somebody living 100 years old.
Wow.
He says at the time the fish was 27.3 inches. Here's my favorite part. They've dubbed the fish, and I'm not kidding, this is what they've called the fish. Old fish.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did they hold a contest on the internet to come up with that name, or
They must have really thought about it.
18 men sit around a conference room table. You're not leaving this room until we come up with a name for this old fish.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Hey, Bill, you just said it. I said what? Old fish. That's what we should do. Oh,
let's order some Jimmy John's and call it a day.
That sounds really good right now. The trout's age was determined by its size. First caught in 1981. At that time, it was 27.3 inches. Already mentioned that. They can live to a pretty ripe old age, although sturgeon reach sexual
PB,
maturity at
motherfuckers.
25 and live up to 100 years old. In human years, lake trout usually reach their sexual maturity when they are 7 to 8 years old.
I do like some of the suggested names. Of course, you know, Fishy McFishface would be the perfect recommendation. But I do like. I think my favorite might be Gary Oldfish.
Yeah, Gary Oldfish. Well done, Strict Stretch 1. How you
Right,
say that?
Rich.
Fishy McFishface. That's really great. Oh, look at this. Fun fact from Mr. Draconis. He says, oldest living animal recorded was a sea clam at 507 years old. It was born in the Ming Dynasty.
Wow.
Wow.
Born. Weird thinking a clam gets born.
Yeah. Do they get, I guess they get, what happens to them? How do they get out? What's their deal? I've never, you know what? I've never known this. How do clams
Reproduce?
Okay, it says here, clams have solved this problem by doing something called broadcast spawning. That's what we do, really, every